I just watched a clip from one of my favorite Twilight Zone episodes, and it will forever be one of my favorite Twilight Zone episodes of all time. And this episode is called The Night of the Meek. I love this episode for a specific reason. I always thought it was Buddy Epson, but it's Art Carney. Art Carney plays a homeless man who every year plays Santa for the mall. And Rod Serling is more particularly using Macy's for an example, but he couldn't say Macy's because he would have had to pay the store itself in order to be used in this episode. So he disguises the Macy's Santa thing, but you know that he's talking about Macy's Santa. And so this Art Carney plays this homeless man who all year round is a drunk. And he explains to his boss why he drinks. And it's such a powerful scene because you see people who can't help but be alcoholics, homeless or not, who just can't help but that's who they are. And sometimes they have a reason for being an alcoholic. Sometimes a man or a woman loses their spouse in a tragic car accident, and they can't come to cope with that loss. And they have two options, either to cry all the time or drink. And sometimes they choose drinking more than crying because drinking is more subtle. You have no emotion there. And it's such a powerful scene in that episode that Rod Serling himself understands alcoholism because he was one. He was an alcoholic, and he admitted it in so many interviews because his wife had a miscarriage before his daughter was born, and this was 5 years prior. His wife had a miscarriage, and it upset him and put him in such an emotional state that he turned to alcohol almost all the time. And he understands alcoholism. That's why he wrote the scene the way he did, and it's such a powerful scene in that episode of The Twilight Zone. And I have to say, if you are not moved by that scene itself, I don't know what kind of a human being are you. Because the character describes what Christmas should be. Instead of pushing people in the aisles to grab the latest toy, how about caring for the people who have no homes, who have no places to go, the homeless, the starving children? That's what Christmas is about. Giving is the reason for the season. And that's what the whole message of that whole monologue is about. And if you are not moved by the scene, like I said, I don't know what kind of human being you are. I'll post the link down below, and it truly is incredibly powerful.